be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal, it helps support the show, and on July 15th, if you have used my code by then, you can be entered in to win a Core Set 2020 booster box thanks to Flipside Gaming. Links in the description for more information on how to enter and how to win. What is up, Planeswalkers Theoric 6 with not as much hair, back because I'm more Magic the Gathering Arena. It's a bit short, but it's real fucking hot, so I cut it shorter than I usually do. It'll grow back, who cares? Today, we're playing Kaalia, because Kaalia's cool. Also, Angels, Demons, Dragon, oh my. Deck, of course, is Kaalia. Is this good? Yeah, it is what it is. It's not terrible, actually. I played some of this on stream back with the sponsored event, and I played a bit just now, and it seemed to do pretty well. It might be brighter than usual, because I'm recording earlier than I usually am, because I didn't stream today, because I went and did errands like get my haircut. So, we're running some cool, awesome cards. Now, I should say, the makeup of all of the creatures is not even, which is a little unfair, but who cares? We're running 6 Angels, 6 Demons, and only 5 Dragons. I did that for reasons. It's fine. It's fine. We're running 1 Shivan Fire and 2 Shocks. Initially, I was running 3 Shivan Fires, but I found that I was coming up against a decent amount of control decks, and I didn't want the Shivan Fire to just be dead. Same thing with Lava Coil. I initially was running 3, but switched to 1 and 2 split, so that my Shocks and Lightning Strikes can actually do some damage to either my opponent's Planeswalkers or their face. So, very helpful. I did decide to keep 1 of each of these, because they are better against creatures in general. Very dry today. 2 Desparks. Decent removal, deals with some higher end cards out of the aggro decks, like Experimental Frenzy or Loxodon Person, who cares. And then against control and mid-range, it's just pretty helpful. 2 Mortifies, destroys creatures, which is great. Also destroys these ley lines that are running around. Sometimes it'll come down too late, but still having an answer to a ley line is nice. These also answer ley lines for what it's worth. 4 Kaalias, the staple of the deck. She's not an angel, or a demon, or a dragon. In my opinion, she should have another set of wings. I understand that demon wings and dragon wings often look alike, and you can kind of see her bat-looking wings do have some red and some black in them, so you could make the justification. But come on, she should have white wings, red wings, and black wings. Regardless, 3 mana, 3/3, Flying Vigilance. That's a fine cost by itself. It's okay. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6. Get an angel, a demon, or a dragon, and put it in your hand. Pretty cool. Typically what I found is this will get you, on average, 1 card. So 3 mana, 3/3, Fly Vigilance, draw a card, seems okay. I did get 3 off of this once, and from time to time, like, not regularly, but relatively reasonably, I will get 2, and sometimes you do whiff. We are running a bunch of creatures, 21. Okay, so not actually a bunch, but we're running, what, 17 actual creatures that Kaalia can hit. So we don't really fail very often, but it is something that can happen. 3 Dragons Hoard. Now you might be saying, if you have the lowest amount of dragons, why run Dragon Hoard? Well, one, our curve is relatively high. Our average is 3.7, which is, I think, higher than my Bolus control deck. So we want to be able to make sure we're hitting these land drops and make sure we get to that high amount of mana. Also why we're running 26 lands. But I threw in Dragon's Hoard because, 1, it fixes, which is helpful considering we have double pip cards for all 3 colors and triple pip cards for all 3 colors. But also, if we happen to play a dragon while this is out, it means that at some point later on we can draw a card, right? So the utility is still there, even though we're running relatively few dragons. I did recently go from 61 cards down to 60. And I'm not sure if I'm going to flood too much, but if I do, I'll probably end up adding a 61st card. Instead of taking a land away, I think I'll probably just add in a 4th Dragon's Hoard. We'll see when we come to it, though. Shalai, we have a single Shalai. She's cool. She gives us some good old hexproof to ourselves and our creatures. That's pretty awesome. We don't have any green in this deck to make use of her other than Dragon's Hoard, and frankly, you're running 1 Shalai and 3 colors. You shouldn't have anything other than Dragon's Hoard. 3 Spawn of Mayhems, relatively early creature potentially, and just good old-fashioned, really aggressive card against those control decks. Seraph the Scales, fantastic card, especially against control. I cut a Seraph. That's what I cut. I cut a single Seraph. I had 3. Fantastic card against aggro and control. Can play offense and defense against aggro. Can death touch things against mid-range. And if your opponent wipes your board, you have 2 tokens left over, which is very helpful, and actually how I killed one of my opponents. 2 Lyras. She's an angel that's a 5/5 that has lifelink. And when you're playing a really slow deck like this against aggro, sometimes you're going to need 1 hit of 5 to be back in the game and essentially win. 2 Doom Whisperer is very helpful when you're trying to find something through your deck. Maybe you're flooding out, but you have life to spare. You know, this is maybe against control or something. They kill your Doom Whisperer in response. Go ahead and, you know, pay some life, because against control, your life is often not going to matter that much. So you just dig through. Maybe you find a Kaalia, and you're just like, all right, well, hopefully this will draw me at least 1 other card, and boom, it draws you 2 cards, and then you're like, oh, I'm back in the game. All right. Also, it has trample and is a 6/6 for 5, so that's pretty cool. Skarrgan Hellkite. Haste. Good old kill spell against your control opponents. Or just give it a counter, make it a 5-mana 5/5, and start paying your opponent's creatures. It's pretty dang good. 1 Lathliss. She's cool. She makes other dragons when we have dragons, and she buffed the hell out of our team. Considering we have a decent amount of mana, she can do. She did 10 damage in a deck. Like, one of these games was insane, and I'll tell you about it. Sephara, Drakuseth, and Vilis, the good old triple pip legendary creatures for each of the different creature types. She can theoretically come down early, you know, if you have a decent amount of, like, these, right? And since she has vigilance, and she can have vigilance, it'll work pretty well. But since all of our other creatures have flying, they're all going to be indestructible, which is pretty cool. Drakuseth, I have not gotten to attack with this card yet, but it's really cool, and I want to. And then, of course, Vilis. We get to draw cards, I guess. Not the best card, but, you know, it's a look, it's a cool demon, all right? That's all. We are running more black slightly than the other 2 colors, so I have two swamps. Mana base is literally this because it has to be, and I'll talk about the sideboard after we get in some games. I am still playing in ranked because my decks are still working somehow. Going against Ryu. Words? What? What was I talking about? All right. This hand could be a lot better. We're going second, which means it's more likely that we're going to be able to get to this. Against aggro, this is actually a pretty decent hand because of the fact that we can just do this for the first couple of turns and hope to get a Dragons on 3. And if we can get a Hoard out, you know, that means we have another land. We can play this. I think this is keepable, but only slightly. I think this is very close to not keepable. Alright, so my opponent might be on Vamps based on this, but I do have Shock and Shivan Fire, which are very helpful against... Shut up, dumb cat. Which are very helpful. No, it's Esper. Okay, but it's Esper that didn't Thought Erase me, so that's always nice. First game I was playing against Grixis Reanimator, and they were like, this was not like normal Grixis Reanimator. This was like, I'm playing Grixis, and yet, fuck off. And yet I'm, you know, casting these, or I'm playing with, like, Niv Mizzet, Palaka Worm, etc., etc. So I think I'm just going to do this and this. Teferi might minus, but if he minuses next turn, I'm actually fine with that. Like, he gets to draw, but I can play this again and Shock to kill it. I guess I could have preemptive Shock. Maybe I should have. Yeah, that's fine. Let's try this. Yeah, maybe I should have preemptive shocked. So I assume this is going to be Esper Hero. Wow. Who would have thought? So I mean, the thing is, I can't double up anyway because I don't have that. So I think I will just do this, and I guess I'll let the hero kind of get out of control. But I don't really want to deal with this Teferi anymore. Now what? Thought Erasure. Alright, well, there's the Thought Erasure. I do wonder what they're going to get rid of. Possibly the Shivan Fire. Force me to use up more of my mana via Mortify. I don't think they should get rid of any of my creatures, just because... Alright, sure. They must have very aggressive hands. Maybe they just have cast downs. I would love it to land here. Not a land, but it's something I can do in conjunction with my Shivan Fire. So we're just going to do this right now. They don't have blue up, so they can't bounce it or anything. And just cast Kaalia. And let's see if we draw any cards. Hey, look! Well, we can only get one, and I'd rather have this one because I can actually, you know, cast it if I draw another land. But helpful card, I can keep pressure on and hold back for blocks, so that's pretty cool. The Grixis Reanimator deck, though, like, they were just playing... Oh, fuck off. They were playing, like, blockworms and shit. They got one reanimation off, and they just couldn't deal with my board because I had kill spells to use. Dawn Rager? No, maybe it's... Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Cast down, I guess? No, it's probably a Tyrant Scorn? Yeah, my guess is Tyrant Scorn. I need another land, though. I mean, if all they have is Tyrant Scorn, right, that's not actually that bad. Yeah, because they're getting no value out of it. I still have, you know, a decent amount of cards in my hand. And my opponent does need something. Of course, now they're going to play Teferi because they just top-decked it. Narset's fine. I'm not drawing any cards. I don't want them to get cards that they want, like a Teferi. Fuck. Well, I'm going to try this. So, if nothing else, I have a counter my Dragon Sword. Yeah, I'll take some damage. Alright, they can't use Narset again. They can play Teferi and tuck my Skarrgan if they want, I guess. I assume they're going to -3 on my Skarrgan.
Sorry I'm late.
Yep.
Not so fast.
Wouldn't mind a shock. I'd take a Lightning Strike as well. That's fine. And I'm actually going to draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I couldn't do double up on anything anyway. So I'm going to draw a card because I might draw another Skarrgan. Didn't, but it's fine. And I think I do want to just Doom Whisper here. Doom Whisper. Yes, I think I just want to Doom Whisper here. My opponent might have another Tyrant Scorn. Okay, they didn't. So they have to deal with my Doom Whisper, and I still have this as haste. So we should be okay. Mostly. My second game was against Esper Control, and that's where a bunch of cool things happened. For example, in that game, I cast a Kaalia. Like, my hand was essentially empty at this... There's no way that's correct. Unless they have a counterspell.
Trust me.
They're going to bounce my Doom Whisper. And unless you have a counterspell, which they maybe do, you know, I'm not going to say they don't. But I have a Skarrgan. If I died at this fucking 1/1, the sadness will be incredibly real. Well, I'm just going to cast this, I suppose. Okay. I mean, I'm relatively low. That's true. Can draw a card at the end of turn. Need to gain some life. Sure. One will have 3 cards. Ah, shit! Oh, wait, I haven't drawn on their turn. It's fine. Ugh. You shouldn't use that. Why would you use it now? Why would you use it now? That's so dumb. It has haste. It has haste. I don't understand why you would use it now. You wait to use it until it's my turn already, and I've already went to combat. Very confused. Nope, cancel. And Blood Crypt, sure. Go ahead and cast this. I don't really want to take damage from my blood. Like, I'm taking damage from this. Do I want to... I'm deciding, do I want to take damage and just use Mortify on it? But I kind of want to be able to kill something. I'm not going to be able... Like, I kind of need to kill Narset, I think. Because I don't really want to play Spawn of Mayhem anyway. I really need to life gain. Go down to 7 either way. I think I'm just going to hope my opponent doesn't have a creature that I have to care about. Like, I'd go down to 7 anyway. So opponent has 2 cards in hand. I have 4, technically 2. Can I cast Seraph and Doom? I cannot. I can cast Seraph and Spawn, but I don't really want to because that would put me on a clock. That would put myself on a clock. Could use another Lyra. Tyrant's Corn. Oh my god. Fuck off. Can I cast Skarrgan and use it? Fuck off. I cannot. I am in a bad way. Okay, so I can cast Skarrgan and activate it, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to give it haste. So now I can kill this and ping another Planeswalker. So if my opponent plays a Teferi and tries to minus on the Skarrgan, then I can, in response, ping, kill this, hit the Teferi. If he does nothing, then end of turn I can ping, hit this, hit their face. Looks like they're going to try to remove it. Okay. Sure. I would have really liked Sephara, whatever her name is. Do you have another? Nope, that's interesting. Shoot you and you. So I die to an Oath of Kaalia. I don't think I cast anything. I mean, I could cast Seraph and hold up. Well, I guess I could cast Doom Whisper instead. I'd still be able to hold up Skarrgan. I think I'm gonna attack. This is very risky, but I have to kill my opponent at some point. So I think I have to do this. I can activate Skarrgan twice to deal with his 4/4. My opponent should just go straight to combat. Yeah. Alright, opponent has 2 cards. One's a land, one's a nothing. Cool. Once again, I'm going to draw a card. So here I will play Doom Whisperer. And attack in. Because, as I said, I need to kill my opponent. I am at 3. I am on a clock called Oath of Kaalia. Cannot play this. Will absolutely die. Oh, Dragon's Hoard does not matter. Attacking for 11. My opponent is on a dead turn clock. I think I do play Seraph of Scales because it leaves me with something post-board wipe. And at the moment I can put my opponent down to 4? Yes. Okay. Don't you dare top deck an Oath of Kaalia. Okay, Time Raveler. Time Raveler is fine.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Alright! Fuck. I'm very sad. I'm very incredibly sad. nothing I can do. I can put him to 4. I could have even put him to 2, but I didn't have enough mana to put him all the way down. Damn it. You know what? No, I'm not going to give this person the satisfaction. Fuck you. I'm going on my own goddamn terms. No, let me do this again. I wasn't going to target your Teferi. Fuck you. If I'm going down, you're going down with me.
Only time will tell.
It's the true man's way out. Or zombie's way out, I should say. Because, you know, I'm undead. Darn it. In that Esper game that I was talking about eons ago, got one of each from Kaalia. Always cool. Fuck, I killed my opponent. Oh, I dealt 10 damage to my opponent with Lathliss attacking by herself because I had so much mana, and I just swung with just Lathliss and a Skarrgan. My Skarrgan got killed. So it would have been 20, but... Well, it wouldn't have been 20. It would have been some number. I don't fucking care. Bodyguard, okay. Don't have anything until turn 4. Could use some early game removal. And I was able to, you know, slowly mortify my opponent, which is always nice. Not removal, very frustrating. So we're going against Knights. Yeah, we're going against Orzhov Knights. Last game was against Sultai something, I don't know. They played some ramp creatures, I killed all of them. And then they played a Wildgrowth Walker and died. So, I don't know. Speaking of died, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Because I don't have anything until next turn. Not looking good for me. For what it's worth, this was a busted hand. Why is everyone and their mom playing Lotus Field? I'm just dead, right? Like, I cast this. All of their knights... Like, this has to get bigger. All of the knights get huge. Yeah, no, I'm dead. I won 3 games in practice. Oh, fuck, I'm down to gold 3 again. Alright, hear me out. I can't get rid of a Skarrgan. I have too many dragons. 6, 6, and 5. I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna do... one of these. We're gonna do another lightning strike. Alright, there we go. Lower the curve just a tad. Try to actually win on fucking camera. I mean, I won with this deck on the sponsored stream. Just want to win on camera. Going against a Blue Hope. This isn't blue. This is Skarrgan. Hey, look, shocks. I'll get this. This is an okay hand. I don't trust that at all. Alors, salut, Santiago. Hi, Duke. Oh, crap, it's Grixis. Grixis, eh? Sure.
The past, present, and future. Keep an open mind.
Nice whiff, bro.
This is overwhelming.
I don't plan on drawing extra cards, so I don't really care. They might play something I want to Despark, so I'd rather hold it up than play right with my lands. No Despark, looks like. Do not care about the Narset. I'll go ahead and play this. Hold up Despark once again, and cast Lyra next turn, even though it'll probably just die. To a Contempt, most likely, is my guess. But my opponent only has cast downs. Cast down's not going to cut it. They might be running counter spells. Yeah, I can never tell if a Grixis deck is running Counter Spells or if it's running removal. But Devil, makes sense. See, I needed to get some gas. If I draw Kaalia, Kaalia is gas, gas, gas. Okay.
I know 88 ways to meditate.
Whiff again, it's gonna be funny. Damn. Alright, well that sucks. Also, I am just flooding now. Super glad. Super happy about it.
Contain your rage.
Yeah, I don't have much. Don't have much, friend. Give me a Kaalia. This is a Mortify. This is a Mortify. Don't get you slipping up. I don't fucking know. I didn't listen to that damn song. Alright, I think we've lost. I hate when I win.
Ever see a volcano erupt in person?
When I'm not recording.
Let's get toasted.
Hey look, it's a Shalai. Too bad Shalai is gonna D.
Hope it's not too hot for ya.
Alright, we're gonna get another game in. See, this is the terrible thing about this deck, is that since your average CMC is so high, right, you really need to get to a certain number of lands. But sometimes you just don't draw any lands. I'm going to 61. I'm going 61. I'm doing it. I said I'd do it. I'm doing it. Dragon's Hoard. Buff it up. Bada bing, bada boom. Would it be better to just play a single tribe with Kaalia? I know MTG Jeff did a an all angel version. But fuck that. Kaalia's Angels, Demons, and Dragons. So, obviously we play all of them. Hey look, this is a hand. This is an incredibly keepable hand. It's a hand I enjoy. It's a hand I'm going to keep. Opponent didn't play a turn 1 Llanowar Elf. I could shock. Don't think I need a shock. Just like garbage land into Incubation Druid. Okay. I assume... Oh, it is mono green. Okay. So we can play that next turn, which gets around Shock and Despark, and the Lightning Strike, only can hit by Lava Coil, and, oh. That is not what I was expecting. Alright, well. Bit more Flood, but, you know, Dragon's Hoard's a card, I guess. So I can play this the following turn. I assume now you're going to play... Nope, you play Ferox. So I think I would rather just kill that with Despark. Alternatively, I could just, like, have a Seraph and kill it. But my opponent's probably running the Crawl Harpooner. I think I'm gonna do this and bank on my opponent not having Harpooner out. And just having... excuse me. And just having a blocker. I guess my opponent does play Harpooner. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect that to happen. What are you putting on it? Oh, fighting. Oh, it's not fighting. Target creature you control deals. Shit. Well, I wish I held up Despark. Damn it. Well, if I held up Despark, I wouldn't be able to play this anyway, so. Well, that sucks. Luckily, I can just chump that. Do I chump it? Yeah, I don't trust going against Stompy. So here I can play this, play a land untapped. Six. I don't want him to be able to play Gulta. 6, if he has 5. Gulta costs 12. Well, it's 10, so it'd be 4. No, so my opponent wouldn't be able to play Ghalta, even if they got another land. So... I guess I'll just attack. My opponent could have Autumn's Veil in the main, or whatever the new version's called. I'd like you to die. Do you have a protection card? Nope. No protection. Shouldn't go out with no protection. Just saying. Now I can play the Steel Leaf. Yep. I cannot deal with the Steel Leaf. But I got a Kaalia. Who doesn't love a Kaalia? Oh yeah, 2 cards. That's what I'm talking about. Don't mind if I do. Draw 2. Let's see. So I play Skarrgan as a 5/5. There's like trades. Nobody likes that. I'm gonna play a Shalai. Hope my Shalai doesn't die. And then I can activate Shalai next turn. Or I can just play a Skarrgan and not block. Yeah, play a Skarrgan and not block. And then I can shock and I can shock and kill this. So, well, I'll attack with this because I can't actually block. What the fuck is that sound? Uh-oh. Another Thrash! Yay! Not gonna block because I don't have shock open. Another Steel Leaf. Fuck. Hey, look, it's a Lava Coil. Alright, so I'll play Shalai. So now they at least can't kill my Kaalia before I get to block with it. I can block and shock, which is the plan, and then theoretically draw a card with Dragon's Hoard. Rexage to blow up one of my Dragon's Hoards. Which one? Main deck Rexage. I think that's correct in this meta. With all the ley lines running around and shit. I think that's a reasonable choice. Now my opponent might have a buff spell, which would suck. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. Hey, look, it's another Kaalia. Don't mind if I do. Gotta get one of these. And, well, I'm at 11. So I'd rather just get one of these. So I think I'm just going to attack with my 1/1. Nah, I'm not gonna attack with my 1. Could attack with Shalai. 6. Pay 3 for that. One would have 2 mana. Wouldn't be a sufficient amount for that. So I will attack with Shalai. I guess I could just use this now. No, there are very few sorcery speed things. I guess I maybe could have gotten a land. I don't know if I played a land this turn. I don't think I have. So theoretically could have done that. Oh no. Chump block. Block here. Even if I lose my Kaalia, I don't care. She's done her job. Yep, cool. I do not care remotely. I do wish you could dismiss that with a button or something. Like you could just like key map it or something. That'd be cool. Alright, we'll draw a card. And look, it's another Dragonskull. Something I could have cast last turn. But yeah, now we're just going to cast a Lyra. Can I Hoard first and cast a Lyra? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can. Yes, okay. I like triple checked. Alright, so now, at the very least, I'm gaining 4 here, which is pretty damn good. Oh, right, she has Vigilance. Totally forgot she has Vigilance. Now we got a first strikey. Can't profitably block that, so I won't, because I have life. Looks like my opponent had nothing to play. I'm actually going to block here, because if I block here, my opponent might just have a way to buff this naturally. And this way, I'm forcing them to adapt it and buff it. And that does cost them a bit more resources. Alright, well, didn't work perfectly. Still, gain some life. Steely, sure. Shivan Fire. Shivan the Steel Leaf takes 5 of my mana. Or I could just keep smorking them. How much mana do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8. So maximum usage of my mana would be Lathliss and Spawn. Although technically, the maximum use would be attack my opponent for 6, put him down, play Spawn for 3, play Lathliss for 6. Why did I do math wrong? It was Doom Whisper. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Why did I count 10? Where the fuck did I get 10 from? Alright, we're back in gold 2. I can't do basic math. And I'm in grad school. So that's awkward. I started a sealed game because I wanted to make sure I did it before, like... Shut up, it's fine. Alright, well, that's a thing that happened. I actually think that this deck might be better as a best of 3 deck because you have a lot of options to bring in things in the sideboard. You know, going against Control, you can bring in things like Duress and some other cards, and then you can tailor your deck a little bit more to aggro as well, right? Against aggro, you don't need nearly as many of those powerful high-end cards, like those 7 and 8 mana cards. You don't need those, right? And against Control, you don't need all of that removal in the early game. You can replace that with something else. So like against aggro, you can bring your curve down and have more removal, and against Control, you can keep your curve relatively high, but when you're looking at that low-end stuff, you can take away some of that removal and bring in more poignant removal, like Dresses. I actually forgot to put card in here. Where is card? There we go. Yeah, so against Control, you know, 4 Duresses, right? You can probably do 3 if you're making this a best 3 deck, which I might actually do at some point. But at least 3 Duresses, very helpful against the Control decks. Against aggro, Moment of Craving is another removal option that you can have in some amount. I don't know if Moment of Craving is the best early game removal spell right now because of the fact that the meta is still wonky, but it's an option. Resplendent Angel is something that I thought about doing, but it required too much dedication to a life gain theme, and the dragons and demons don't really have that. But if you did decide to go a bit more of an angel route, or somehow work in a life gain theme with the rest of your demons and dragons somehow, then she's decent. Cry the Carnarium as well as Ritual of Soot are very good options, bringing in against the aggressive decks. Embodiment of Agonies is an interesting card, but I don't think it works here. Even though it is a demon, I think that it works a lot better in a deck that puts things in their own graveyard. I had a comment that said I should try this out in my Reanimator decks because of the fact that we're already dumping things in our yard. This can be a card that you just cast. You don't have to reanimate it. You can just cast it, and it'll be relatively big, right? So, something I'm going to try. Sarkhan, if you want to go more dragon theme, you know, maybe have an angel here or there and have primarily dragons. Sarkhan as well as Spitflame are pretty decent there, especially since Spitflame is a nice removal spell that comes back. Of course, technically Mortify and Bedevil are slightly better in terms of just raw removal because they can remove more things, but Spitfire is a decent value removal spell. Bedevil, It's a card that kills a lot of things. It kills artifacts and planeswalkers, which Mortify doesn't do, but this costs more in terms of needing the additional black instead of a colorless. It's still something that you can try and build in. The deck already is kind of color hungry, but you know, since we are running 26 lands plus the dragons hordes, I think this is possibly still doable. Maybe it's correct for me to even just like have a split somehow. Not entirely sure, but I think this deck can use a little bit of work and actually get there to be a decent tier 3, maybe tier 2. I don't know. Deck at some point, just kind of a mid-range style Kaalia deck. Aurelia, Demanding Dragon, and Demon Lord Belzenlock are all an Angel, Demon, and Dragon that I just couldn't really fit in. Demanding Dragon was cool, but not nearly as versatile as Skarrgan Hellkite was. Aurelia is also cool, but because she's legendary, it is harder to have multiples of her, and initially I did have 3 Seraph. It's possible that you could just run these instead, because even though this doesn't have the same staying power as Seraph does, it is a little bit harder to remove in that it has 5 health. It's legendary, so it doesn't die to cast down, and it can beat people up pretty damn well. Demon Lord Belzenlock draws you cards, which is, good against control, but it also deals damage to you, which isn't. Skarrgan the Masterless, he makes dragons, but he is not a dragon, so he can do what he's saying in his art, and he can fuck off. Yeah, I don't know. This deck is a lot of fun. I definitely suggest you try it out if you have the copious amounts of wild cards needed. Do they still show the rares? Didn't they used to show like the rares and mythics and stuff? I could have sworn they used to do that, but I guess they don't now. Whatever. If you have the copious amounts of rares and mythics, totally give this deck a try out. Oh my god, I'm just realizing how many rares and mythics this deck is. Okay, never mind. Oh, goodness me. Anyway, I'd like to, of course, thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, Zin, and Rexel, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them, god damn it, this is the 2nd day in a row, in supporting the channel, you'll find links to that down in the description below. Or you can just press that join button, become a channel member. In the description below, you'll find more information on that, how to win a core set booster box, Aether Hub, Discord, other cool links. My descriptions are awesome. They're so incredibly comprehensive, you wouldn't even know. Yeah, whatever. I hope you've enjoyed this video, even though, like, it did less than I thought it would. Whatever. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast a comment in the comment section down below, pass the turn of the vid to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, all will be one.